Over the past centuries, human labor has undergone significant transformations. From artisanal agriculture to industrial assembly lines, from large corporations to digital economies, the concept of employment has constantly evolved. However, no previous change seems as disruptive as the advent of artificial intelligence, AI. While machines replaced physical strength in past industrial revolutions, AI threatens something even more fundamental: our cognitive capacity, creativity, and even decision-making. But are we really facing the end of employment as we know it? Or will human labor simply transform as it has before? Artificial intelligence, powered by advanced algorithms, big data, and unprecedented computational capacity, is changing the way companies operate. Automated systems already perform medical diagnoses, create content, serve customers in call centers, and even drive vehicles autonomously. These technologies, once considered science fiction, are now part of everyday life. For businesses, the promise of AI is irresistible: increased efficiency, cost reduction, and greater operational precision. For workers, however, the reality is darker. It is estimated that millions of jobs in sectors such as transportation, manufacturing, retail, and even specialized professions like law and medicine are under threat of automation. Winners and losers. While AI offers enormous economic benefits, it also creates a concerning inequality. Workers whose roles can be easily automated face the risk of structural unemployment, while those who master the creation and management of these technologies become more valuable than ever. Thus, the concentration of wealth and power among companies and individuals who control AI continues to grow. The most vulnerable sectors include transportation. Autonomous trucks and drones are replacing drivers and delivery workers. Manufacturing. Smart factories reduce the need for human labor. Services. Chatbots and automated systems replace store clerks, call center operators, and even bank tellers. Specialized professions. Legal analysis software and medical diagnostics challenge the idea that only human work can handle complexity. The work crisis. The impacts of AI are not limited to specific jobs. They also challenge the very definition of work. The idea that working means exchanging time for money is being questioned. With rising automation, the roles that remain for humans tend to be creative, empathetic, or highly specialized, skills that not everyone has access to or the opportunity to develop. This exclusion creates a new type of working class, the replaceable. For them, the job market becomes a place of constant insecurity, with low wages and few prospects for growth. This is particularly concerning in economies that lack robust social safety nets or strategies to retrain workers. Some predictions estimate that about 20% to 30% of global jobs are at risk of automation by 2030 or sooner, potentially affecting around 1 billion workers if we consider the total global workforce, approximately 3.5 billion people. Therefore, while billions may be impacted in some way, the transition will not be uniform. Some sectors will suffer more, while others will benefit from emerging opportunities. What if jobs really disappear? A world without jobs is both a frightening and fascinating concept. Some perspectives argue that with widespread automation, society will need to rethink its economic structures, including the adoption of measures such as Universal Basic Income, UBI, ensuring a minimum amount of money for everyone, regardless of employment, massive education and retraining, preparing workers for roles that machines cannot perform, AI regulation, restricting the use of technology in sectors that directly affect human employment. Other views, however, are less optimistic. For many, the disappearance of jobs means increased inequality, political instability, and a radical redefinition of what we call quality of life. The end of employment is not just a technological question. It is a social, ethical, and philosophical challenge. As a society, we must decide how we will use the power of AI. If we prioritize only profits and efficiency, we risk leaving millions of people behind. But if we invest in inclusive and sustainable solutions, AI can be an ally in creating a fairer and more balanced future. The answer to this question, whether we are truly at the end of employment, depends not only on technology but on us, governments, businesses, and individuals. the fate of human labor is in our hands.